Is Crime Boss Roque City any good? That is the question everybody keeps on asking. At least that's what everyone who came in and checked out my stream while I was streaming the game kept on asking. So we're going to address it right now. We're going to talk about it.
Beat a Green Hornet and Rocky. I needed someone hooked up and someone to help get my candy shop up and running. And good old Casey ain't nothing if she ain't well fucking connected.
Game is Saints Row meets Payday with a ridiculous cast. Speaking of the cast, it's bonkers. It's got Danny Trejo, Kim Basinger, Danny Glover, Michael Rooker, Vanilla Ice, many more. Oh, and Chuck Norris as Sheriff Norris. They didn't even bother changing the guy's name. They just made him a sheriff in this world.
Let's end it here today.
That would be Sheriff goddamn fucking Norris.
Oh my god, they called him Norris.
Yeah. Charge.
He has a sword. Kind of gives away. It kind of gives away the tone of the game itself. It knows it's a meme, and there is a lot of cringe in the writing, and the voice acting is never going to win any awards. But the game is very self-aware of this and does lean into the memeing a lot, which is kind of cool. I don't mind that at all, actually.
Don't you lose my candy, god damn it.
But let's talk about the gameplay, though. It really breaks down into 3 mission types: Turf Wars, Payday, and Story. So for Turf Wars, you basically need to manage and grow your army. Your army is the amount of troops that you have to use each day, either defending or taking turf, taking over the map. But each day we'll see you either attacking 1 or 2 turfs or defending a turf and attacking a turf.
Oh, that's the boss.
It's all about just coloring in the map so you can make more money per territory. The next is Payday. I call it Payday because it's basically Payday, like the game Payday. You sneak in, or you shoot in, or you get up to like a safe or a crate or whatever. You break it, cut it, drill it, grab the loot, put it in a bag, take that loot to a van, shoot the cops along the way. Pretty much basic Payday 2 kind of levels. It is missing a lot of things, like I couldn't sneak in through windows. I couldn't like case the joint and then put a mask on. You can like tell NPCs to follow you and like hide them in the back room and negotiate with the police or anything like that stuff. All that stuff's kind of missing, so it's kind of bare bones. You can zip tie them. You can tell them to get on the ground. Things escalate to like the shields and the riot squads and helicopters, like they do in the Payday. You can tell the NPCs to help you, which is kind of cool. It's useful. I didn't know this until quite late after playing for many hours. It just didn't look, to be honest. The ability to boost the drill is also very cool. So you can there's like a skill check basically to see if you can make the drill go faster. So kind of handy, especially for those who are sick of waiting for drills in Payday. So these 2 modes make up the majority of the gameplay. You'll be using your army to take over territories, and you'll be using your soldiers to do these Payday missions, and then every now and then you'll get story missions that'll pop up on the board. Now, these will either require you to play as the boss character, your main character, or as another named character who maybe is going through their own B-plot that would lead them to joining your crew. For example, I played one as a computer whiz who is in jail who needs to hide information in the soap to sneak out to someone for some reason, and another one was a random bald guy who was stealing a jet for some reason. I wish I could say that these things pay off, but I'm not actually sure, and the reason for that is because this game is a roguelike. And when I mean roguelike, basically if your character dies, aka these named characters die in these missions, that mission is over and that story thread disappears. So you can't actually continue that over anymore. So I never made it to the end, is what I'm saying. The game is designed to be replayed over and over again, because as you play as the main man, the boss man, the candy man, whatever they want to call him, if you die as the candy man, it's game over.
God.
You start the campaign again.
That guy and his fucking heavy machine gun.
One of ours is down. I got a bag.
Oh no. This might be it. This might be GG.
See, the game is designed to be played over and over again, with each game being randomly generated with events happening in kind of a random order. At first I was like, that kind of sucks, but at the same time, your boss levels up and that progress is carried over. So every time you start again, you're a little bit stronger, or you're a little bit better, a little bit smarter, you got a few more tools. So each playthrough gets better and better and better. So all this sounds kind of cool. There is a decent game in there for sure. But let's get to the downers. Let's get to the reason why the game's not that great.
Why are the pills called blues? Are they downers?
What? Oh, man. They're fucking blue.
The writing is amazing.
Branding.
First of all, game runs like ass. Unless you have a beast PC, you'll be punished with massive loading times, or you'll be playing it on low, like I do. There is a console release announced, but no date set yet. Right now, the game is only available through Epic Games. The shooting is basics. The guns don't have a lot of wow factor to them. I do enjoy that when you go to reload and the mag is full, it'll actually take the mag out and check and then put it back in and basically say, it's full, look, it's full, which is cool. But the shooting itself feels quite weak. There's a weird ping noise when you hit headshots, which makes it kind of feel more arcadey than like a decent shooter. And with all the other characteristics of the colorful characters and stuff like that, you'd think that they would go kind of crazy with the guns and stuff like that. Like, not Saints Row crazy, but at least a little bit crazy. The maps themselves, boring as hell, and you can quite literally end up doing the same map many, many times in a row. I think I did like the docks like 7 times in a row, just by accident. Not my fault. There are better maps, like banks and shops and stuff like that, that unlock in sort of later kind of missions, but they are harder to do missions, and you need to level yourself up and your crew before you get to there. The NPC dialogue is kind of lame in a lot of cases, and they get kind of facts wrong. Like they'll be like, "Yo, this is the dragon's turf." I'm like, "Well, it was the dragon's turf. I took this turf."
This is yellow turf. We gonna do this?
And when you start doing
not yellow
banks and
turf, this
bigger
is our
jobs,
turf.
also very cool. But also these bigger jobs come with bigger risks. And if you try to take them on early and you die, like the main guy dies, you have to start again. And this is inherently where the problem lies. Having to start again means you have to do the most boring part of the game over and over again, which is when you start with nothing and you have to build it up. With all that said, there is a base for a great game here. Add more interesting weapons, more maps, more scenarios, pretty much everything they did to Payday after it came out, then they would really be onto something that's quite fun. So when it comes down to it, is it a good game? Well, if you like Saints Row or Payday or like the Godfather games, you'll enjoy this. If you don't like that gang stuff, then probably not. You won't enjoy it. And the only other thing that I noticed, which I didn't see anywhere else, for some reason Christopher Walken's here. Just walking
What
here.
the fuck? That's Christopher Walken!
Watch the roof.
Why is Christopher Walken here?